Okay, guys. So in today's video, we will know about that how to work with fork repository. Okay. So like a fork is a copy of a repository that we manage, and forks let us make changes to a project without affecting the original repository. We can fetch updates from a fork repository or submit changes to the original repository with pull requests. Okay, so it is the all about fork, and now we will see here, like as you can see that it is the repo on which I am working from previous months. Okay, so this is the repo which is created by a scientific machine learning group, and it's all about universal neural differential equations, GPUs, and non-step differential equation solvers. Okay, so as you can see, it is pointing that my branch is 118 commits behind from scientific machine learning master's branch. So what I have to do? First, I will clone my fork repo in my local development environment. So I will change my directory to desktop environment. Now I will clone this repo to paste this hyperlink here. So as you can see that it is cloning. Okay. So now our just wait for a second until it is cloning. Till then I will tell about that what is the forks mean. Okay, so about I am telling about forks. Okay, so a fork is a copy of a repository that we manage, and fork let us make changes to a project without affecting the original repository, and we can fetch updates from or submit changes to the original repository with pull requests. Okay, so forking a repository is similar to copying a repository with two major differences. Number one is we can use a pull request to suggest changes from our user owned fork to the original repository, also known as the upstream repository, and the other one is we can bring changes from the upstream repository to our local fork by synchronizing our fork with the upstream repository, and we can fork any public repository to our user account or any organization where we have repository creation permissions. Okay, so we can fork any private repository we can access to our user account and any organization on GitHub team or GitHub enterprise where we have repository creation permissions. We cannot fork a private repository to an organization using GitHub free. Okay, it's a point. If you are using free GitHub account, then you cannot fork any GitHub organization's private repository. Okay, so like deleting a fork will not delete the original upstream repository. We can make any changes we want to our fork, add collaborators, rename files, generate GitHub pages with no effect on the original. We cannot restore a deleted fork repository. Okay, so as you can see here, now this repository we have cloned it. Now we will change the directory. Okay, so what is our repository name? It's differential equations flux and gel. We will copy this name and we will paste it here. Now it has changed our directory. Now we have come to the into our forked repository. Okay, now first we will check the status of this repository. Is there anything to commit or push? Okay, so it is pointing that we are on our branch, we are on our master branch, and our master branch is up to date with the origin master branch. Okay, so it is saying that here is nothing to commit but in clean. Okay, so now I will tell about that how to configure a remote for a fork. Okay, so before doing any changes, we must configure a remote that points to the upstream repository in Git to sync changes we make in a fork with the original repository. It also allows us to sync changes made in the original repository with the fork. So to do this, first we will open our terminal, and so I have already opened my terminal and now I am in my directory. Okay, so we will list the current configured remote repository for our fork. So to list the current configure, we will give the command git remote flag b. It is configuring that origin branch is team version, like it's configuring my on my fork repository. Okay, so now we will specify a new remote upstream repository. New remote upstream repository means the original owner of this repository. So to do this, we will first specify a new remote upstream repository that will be synced with the fork. So to do this, we will give the command git remote add upstream and the hyperlink of original fork repository. So where I have fork from, I have fork from SIML differential equations flux JL. So now I will point it here. Okay, so as you can see that I have pointed here. Now I will copy this clone link like I am cloning with HTTPS link. So I have copied it. Now I will paste it here. Now hit enter. Okay, now we will verify the new upstream repository that we have specified for our fork. So to do this, we will give the command git remote flag b. So it is verified that the origin branch is pointing to my username and upstream branch is pointing to the original author of this repository. Okay, so I think it will be clear. So now our next task will be sync a fork of a repository to keep it up to date with the upstream repository. So before we can sync our fork with an upstream repository, we must configure a remote that points to the upstream repository in Git. So we have already do this in our previous step, so we don't need to worry about it. Just now we have to do this. We will like change the current working directory to our local project. So okay, so we will change our working directory to our local project. So cd desktop and list all the files, and we are working on this repository, so we will give like this. Now we are on this repository. Now we will fetch the branches and the respective commits from the upstream repository. Commits to master will be stored in a local branch. Okay, like git fetch upstream. Okay, so now it fetches all changes. Now we will check out our fork's local master branch. To do this, we will give command git checkout master. It has switched to our master branch. It is pointing that you are already on the master branch. Okay, so there are no changes, like merge the changes from into. Okay, so we will merge the changes now. So as you can see that merge the changes from upstream master into our local master branch. We have merged the changes from upstream master into our local master branch. So this brings our folks master branch into sync with the upstream repository without losing our local changes. Okay, so now if our local branch didn't have unique commits, Git will instead perform a fast forward. Okay, so like you can see here, git merge upstream master. Okay, it is pointing that we have already updated it. So now our next task is the merging an upstream repository into our fork. Like if we don't have push or write access to an upstream repository, that then we can pull commits from that repository into our own fork. Like uh, I have not the permissions to create to merge by pull request or to directly commit without creating a pull request. So for it, what we do, we fork that repository and then we do local changes, and then we create a pull request that we merge that they merge there. And if they have done any changes in their repository, then you can see here like this, that this branch means we are in master branch. It is telling that master branch is 118 commits behind from the original repository's master branch. So now what we will do this, like we are already in our working directory to our local project. So like next task our is to the check out the branch we wish to merge to. Usually we will merge into master branch. Okay, so we will check out our branch to master branch. Git check out master. Okay, already on master because we haven't changed our branch. So now we will pull the desired branch from the upstream repository. Desired branch means like you want to pull only one change, only one branch is change. You don't want to pull all branch, so you can just give this command also, git pull, and like here can be original author is here. We will copy this link and we will paste it here, and just after you can mention the after this you can mention the branch name. Okay, so if you want to pull all branches, then you don't need to mention any branch name. Okay, so just hit enter, and like you can see that it's already up to date. If there are any conflicts, resolve them. Now we will commit the merge. First we'll check the status of our repository. Okay, so we will commit the merge, git commit -m, and put any commit message here. We will put like we will sync repository RPOSITORY. Okay, now we will push it to our git. It is. Now find your username and password as well. Oh, invalid username or password. Okay, so now So it was all about that how to work with the fork repository. In our next video, and now as you can see, it is pointing right now, like in my profile, the fork repository, it is pointing that this branch is even with the scientific machine learning's master branch. Means now there is nothing to commit, like there is nothing to merge or anything we have to do, like we are in the same level of SCIML master branch. Okay, so for now, bye bye and take care.